What up, gamers? I'm Jason.
I'm Julie.
And today on Dice and Dragons, we have a little bit of a theme going on, as you can see, and I'll let Julie tell you more about it.
So we are doing our 2020 holiday buying guide, and we've got a special theme this year.
Yes, one of our friends, Mike, suggested that we do a top 10 list of games for the holiday season. Well, specifically he said for non-gamers. We decided to combine that with our holiday buying guide. This list is presented in no particular order, well, in terms of the ranking, but there is definitely a little bit of an order to the list. So we have our 10 gaming presents for the non-gamer. And we're going to start with these ones that we have in front of us. Now, there's a reason why we're starting with Codenames Harry Potter. And what is the game you got in front of you?
I have Letters to Santa.
Now, both of these games are rethemes of other games. So there's a retheme of Codenames Duet, which featured on another list that we did. And you want to tell them about the one in front of you?
I can't just lift it, it's going to fall over. So Letters to Santa is a version of Love Letter that has featured on a recent list that I featured. Lots of fun, very thematic for the holiday season, easy to play anywhere.
Yes, and if you do consider Harry Potter a little bit of a Christmas movie because of the first one, well, you've got Codenames Harry Potter, which is the cooperative version of Codenames. Well, the reason why we're suggesting this instead of the regular version, well, this plays perfect at lower player counts, which fits well with 2020. You can also play it very easily over Zoom and remotely. Another advantage to this is that once you have Harry Potter or Codenames Duet, you can easily just add the words to these games to the original code names. So I think we covered that. Let's continue on with our list. Now, where are we going? I think we're getting a little heavier, maybe the heaviest games that
we figured we'd start with these games are probably the ones that are the most complex. They are the ones that are the most complex in the sense that they require a little bit of knowledge of having played, as you call them, other gateway games, Ticket to Ride, Monopoly,
or just got to be able to work together in this one.
Yeah, this one is a competitive game. Back to the Future is cooperative. Wingspan, beautiful game. If you're interested in it, most of these games anyways, Jason will put the links, I think it's a good time to talk about it, to our reviews.
Down below in the video description.
So you can go check out what we had to say in more detail, but definitely Wingspan, lots of fun. We've played it with non-gamers and they loved it too.
So Back to the Future, Back in Time. Definitely a game that you do have to work together. The reason why this one is on the list is because it's perfect for a Back to the Future fan. And being a cooperative game, well, you're working together, very easy to teach the game, get it to the table on Thanksgiving or, Christmas.
And also it's good for younger players. I mean, it says 10 and above, and I think we talked about probably 8 and above is good. Exactly.
So we're going to continue on, and we're going to take out the next games that we recommend this holiday season. And we have a common theming here. It is Marvel superheroes. So Julie, you take it away. This is one of your favorites.
This is one of my all-time favorites. It's been on a bunch of my lists. I love the legendary games. I love deck builders. This one's a lot of fun. We've played with a lot of different people, different IPs. We picked Marvel because this is one of our favorite versions. But if you like the idea of a deck builder that can be played pretty much cooperatively, it's a competitive game, but there's no.
Oh no, it's a cooperative game, but there's one winner. So you all win together or you all lose together, but one hero is the mightiest. Now, the reason we've got the Marvel Studios version is it's more compact and plenty of non-gamers have seen the Marvel movies, so it works well.
I preferred it. I asked for it.
And here we've got Marvel United, the latest Marvel Miniatures game. Now, this is definitely a game that works very well with younger players, very easy to play, has some challenges and complexity as well, just in terms of how you need to work together, but anyone will grasp it because what you're doing in terms of actions isn't very complicated. So a great game, especially for the kids this holiday season.
And it got great minis.
Yes, Julie loves her miniatures. So now we're going to something that is, competitive, but absolutely fantastic in my opinion. Well,
go ahead, start with yours.
Yes, so I absolutely love Tokaido. Ironically enough, I've yet to get Tokaido to the table, but we have played a ton of it digitally, so the digital app is a great option as well. I believe it's only about $5, but I absolutely love this game. What you're doing in the game is very simple, but there's a lot of strategy to it, so very easy to get to the table, but also have a nice, fun, challenging experience, and it is a beautiful game. I do love the way that the digital version animates everything, so check out tabletop or digital version, you will not be disappointed this holiday season.
So Talisman King. Oh, that was a mouthful. Talisman Kingdom Hearts.
There you go.
If I try to enunciate and not get it out too quickly, is I would say the new Monopoly. Is that fair to say?
Well, Talisman is an older game. It is roll and move. However, there is lots of new themed versions of Talisman. So if you'd like a competitive roll and move game that is, a little bit less combative than Monopoly.
So this is I'd call it a great pajama day game over the holidays that you can play with relatively young kids. I mean, I think
it's rolling a dice, see what happens.
Yeah, if you can play Monopoly, you can definitely play Talisman. I think that's why I was making the
absolutely.
comparison. It can be on the fairly long side, but sitting with some hot cocoa in your pajamas, I think this is a great game to consider for the family. And I think some of these games, as Jason kind of alluded to before, are kind of inspired with our current situation with the pandemic. We're going to be locked up with families. This is a nice way to be entertained as well. So it could be considered not just a game, but something that the family might enjoy.
So, and with regards to Talisman, there's Talisman Batman, there's Talisman Star Wars, which I don't know is out yet. There's also the original fantasy-themed Talisman game. So there's definitely a version of this that you can get to the table no matter who the person you're buying the gift for.
I like the Disney characters.
I know. That's why we got this one. I wanted Batman. Batman!
And finally...
Apologies for the break there. We almost had a board game stack fall over, which resulted in some hilarious stuff. Maybe one day, if we ever do an outtakes video, you'll get to see me trying to keep that stuff from having components everywhere. Our last games on the list. Julie, take it away. Why is this one? I mean,
we should have had it opposite, honestly. I want to talk about 5 Minute Dungeon.
Okay, go ahead.
I think this is a great, fun, chaotic game. It takes 5 minutes, literally. It's easy to set up. It's very easy to play. And it's just, it's a lot of fun. It's chaos.
Yes.
But a fun chaos.
Now, you may not be able to find it in this box. This is the Kickstarter box for the expansion Curses Foiled. Again, you can get both the base game and the expansion. I just haven't seen this box available anywhere. But we've played this game with non-gamers, gamers, and actually, surprisingly enough, we took it out of Board Game Day, and this was the game that everyone wanted to finish before they left. So we played the entire thing in one shot, and it still comes back to the table. It is loads of fun. Now, Horrified. This game is on the list because this is the easiest teach I've ever had in a game. I literally did not teach the game. I gave everyone their reference cards. I said, this is what we're doing. And we just started playing. It took everyone probably about 5 or 10 minutes to grasp the mechanics of the game. And everyone that we played this with has had an absolute blast. If you like that monster theme, Universal Monsters, it is definitely very relatable. And I don't know, I just love good, fun, simple games. And they always fit in a collection, especially if you're buying it for someone who isn't a gamer. So, I think we've covered it. This is our 2020 holiday buying guide, Julian. What time is it?
It's time to remind you to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when we have some new content for you.
Take a look down below in our video description for links to all of our social media feeds and the reviews for these videos. So you'll find our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You will see pictures of Julie and I playing a lot of these different games on those feeds, except maybe 5 Minute Dungeon. That's just getting pictures while throwing down cards.
We don't have time to take pictures while we're throwing down the cards.
We don't have time to take pictures. And then popping up over there is going to be a playlist to all of our previous holiday buying guides that we've done, so you can take a look to get some other examples if you're not looking for a game for a non-gamer. And then, what else do we need to do?
Well, normally we should have had our holiday drink, now that I'm thinking of it.
Oh, we could have had a holiday drink.
Our eggnog.
Well, you know what? It's a little early for eggnog, so we'll just remind everyone to...
keep playing games.
Keep playing games.
And happy holidays.
Happy holidays.